Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Life with MaryAnn and Joe. In our continuation of Christmas 2021 series, today I'm going to be working on the reindeer tree in Santa Claus's office. Okay, so I'm using a 9-foot slim line tree, again, like I used in the dining room, if you saw that video. If not, please check it out in the description box below. And it's thin, and I want to make it bigger. And for those of you that have been watching me, you know lately what I've been doing is I use old tree branches to make the tree bigger. And this way it fits in the corner and I can manipulate the size of the tree by adding in branches. So here you see I have some branches from an old tree, the kind that you used to have to, put together yourself. And I use those to incorporate into the tree. And what I do is I push them in, and then I use a combination of the branches. So we were lucky enough to find these reindeer heads after searching out, I want to say maybe $4-5 Dollar Trees, maybe three. I'm not even sure. It seems like a million, but anyway, we were finally able to get 9 of them because I wanted 9, one Rudolph and then the 8 reindeer. So, because in the Santa Claus's office room, I want to do the tree with a lot of reindeer on it. So what I did was, anyway, we found finally found these. And then what I did was I went searching on the internet for anybody else who had used these, and I found a face that somebody made that I really liked. So I didn't do the process because it was so late last night and I wasn't thinking of videoing. So anyway, it has this nose on it. So I painted the nose black. Then this is really easy to do. I then put the smile on. There's not much room down here. So I squeezed the smile in, and then I made like the top of a heart here for the tongue, and I painted in this black area here, and then a little bit of a line right underneath there to make it look like the tongue is in his mouth. Then the next thing I did was I put this like this shape right here, this arch shape up on top of the nose here, and then I just drew an eye and an eye, and then another one and another one, and then another one and another one. Okay, so then obviously you see I painted this white and then this black here and then the brown down here, and I outlined it in black and put some eyelashes on each side, and then just his little eyebrows. Then over here I cut the ear in half like this, right? And I painted this part pink and this part brown. Same thing on this side. Cut the ear, see, in half like this, and then pink, and then the brown, and then I just highlighted with the brown really quickly. I really didn't stress over it, and so on. So that's how the face came out, and I'll show you all of them. So here you can see all the faces. I did them all the same, all the faces like this, except for Rudolph right here, which I put a red nose on him and blue eyes. So these are the faces. Now, in a perfect world, I would have a big bow under here with their name written on it. That's not happening this year. It's too late. So what I do have to do is I have to get a painter's stick so I can hot glue it on here so I can stick them in the tree. But, if you do this year or in the future, if you have them, a bow here with their name on it would be absolutely great. All right, so here I have some holly picks from my Michael's Grab Bag haul. Well, how many times have you heard me say that? But we got some haul from there. And I'm using these to fill in the tree. And look how beautiful that looks. I've also put in some red ornaments and some green ornaments as well. But those holly picks just fill out the tree so beautifully. It's amazing, what they can do. And I was lucky that I found so many of them in our bin that I can use in so many multiple different ways. Here I'm also adding in some white picks. I have some ficus leaves that I've painted white. I have some of those white snowy popcorn balls, and as well as a few white ornaments just to give some brightness to this otherwise dark tree. Red and green is pretty, but it can be a little bit dark, as well as the reindeer, which are brown. So you can see I did my topper. I put Rudolph up on the top, and I added in some of the more whimsical white picks that I had. They're like little balls with gold silver snowflakes on them, and little pine sprigs as well. So I did this as my topper. I wanted Rudolph at the top, and then I'm going to disperse the other 8 reindeer throughout the tree, kind of looking like they're peeking out and they're hiding, inside the tree. So here you see a couple of them here that they're peering out, and I've also added in some of the white ficus leaves as also. Next, I'm going to add on these long icicles, which I absolutely love. They're like a foot long. And then following that, I'm going to be adding in these plush reindeer that we have. I'm sure you've seen them before. For those of you that know me, I think last year I may have had them on the stairway. But again, we really like them, and I think they're going to look great on the tree.
Hi everybody, so I just wanted to show you the finished product of the tree in the Santa Claus's office. So this is Santa Claus's tree, and you'll see the reindeers. These are actually, Joe, can you point to Rudolph on the top? These are those cutouts from the Dollar Tree, and they were the dollar, and Joe absolutely does a wonderful job painting them. So there's Rudolph on the top, and then there's 8 incorporated in the tree, of course, because Santa Claus is 8 reindeers. And they're absolutely adorable. They're so cute, close up, and they kind of get hidden. Again, because it's Santa Claus's tree, you'll see these little reindeers, and as we had spoken to you a few other times and told you about these, Joe and I both taught, and the National Honor Society used to give their candy canes out. People gave them with a little note, and these little reindeers were, tied around the candy cane, and that was, got them from students, you got them from other teachers, you got them, different things. So between Joe and I, that's where that came from. And you'll see, so again, tried to keep with the red and green motif a little bit. There's still a little bit of white, and also the icicles incorporated in there. These were the old, Joe had painted these. These were from an old, I don't know, was it ficus tree, Joe? Mm-hmm. I don't even know. And then Joe painted it, and then, threw some glitter. But there's also, this was a skinny tree, and Joe put in a lot of that from, we keep talking about Michael's find, the Michael's grab bag. So he incorporated all that into here, because this is actually a slim tree, and he made like a big tree. And I think it's really, really adorable. I really, really like it. And you're going to see so there's some reindeers and, the little stuffed animals up there as well. But we do have, and I had gotten them in CVS, the other reindeers. There's going to be more here.
I just remembered, I got 5 of those really nice reindeer in the Dollar Zone. Remember I showed you, and I forgot to put them on.
Now we got to see. But we have really, really nice reindeer from CVS. Remember the ones I got from CVS the one year?
Oh, those are going to be...
Yeah, that's going to be somewhere else, because we did put them in the tree one year, and we clumped them one year, but they really deserve a different spot of, So you're going to see it's a rather large tree. Again, you'll see he's kind of hidden back there. We didn't put names on the different ones, but that one looks like a female reindeer. This looks like a male reindeer, female reindeer, the eyelashes. Again, these little reindeer, some are upside down, but this was a slim tree. I don't know, did you show it before, Joe, when it was slim and then it went through? But I give it an A+, plus. And I think Santa's elf, number 1 elf, Joe, is outdoing himself. I think he's, I always laugh because I'm a creature of habit. So when I do something, I would always have that almost the exact same way. And with living with life with MaryAnn and Joe, nothing is the same, because Joe will doesn't do things the same way twice.
Oh, if Joe only had access to an endless supply of things.
I know. I always laugh because a lot of times we'll see on TV that someone has, on other YouTube videos, that people have a store and whatever, I would think to myself, oh my God. That was like the one year when I woke up and the dining room was this massive glitter, so I don't know what, and it was beautiful, but I went, oh, Joe, just way over the top. But again, I think the first time, I'm just trying to think now as I'm talking, we were in Treasure Island, which is a store in New Jersey that's no longer here. And I think that was the first time where we saw the trees jammed with stuff. And I saw Joe's like going into his head. And I think from that day forward, he's been jamming. Like I keep thinking there's no way we're getting one more ornament on here. And Joe will just find a way to
There's always room for
You'll
another
always
one.
see, like, there's also these little things where it says the Christmas, and again, not in very, I shouldn't say, it's not, definitely not an expensive tree, but I think it's absolutely done beautiful.
It was time intensive.
Right.
Again, this tree took me a long time again.
Yeah.
How many hours?
But I think you did a really great job.
I think I spent about 12
I
hours
think you did a
on this
really
tree.
great job. So, share your comments and thoughts. And again, we'd like to invite you to subscribe. That's what everyone says. We'd like to invite you to subscribe. A lot of people are saying they can't understand how Joe doesn't even have more views. But I want to know the truth. I would not have been able to paint that like the way Joe paints it, And
MaryAnn is trying to say that, I know we shouldn't even talk about it, but sometimes we try to think about why we don't have, as many subscribers as some people think we might have. And MaryAnn thinks it's because I do too stuff that's over the top or too difficult
but again,
something. I don't know what it, I don't know what
everybody
it is.
has a different taste and a different style. But it was funny. I just have to say.
I just got a nasty comment from somebody
Yeah, somebody said it was way over the top. But you know what? When I was in high school, talk about how long ago, we made these ornaments and we were selling them for $1. We had to actually stitch them or whatever. But after I make them, I don't want to give them away. I didn't want to sell them. So it is kind of crazy that I don't want to do that kind of stuff. But you'll see in some of the other ones, like on our original Christmas tree, or is it our old-fashioned Christmas tree, when you made the ornaments out of the cookie dough.
Oh, the main tree.
The main tree. Oh my God. Joe, even out of like a little push pin, clothespin, I think those are really, really cute. And I told Joe he should kind of do like DIY. I don't know what I'm going to say.
Do it yourself.
I'm going to say D. You know where I am, DWY or whatever. But anyway, I invite you to subscribe. I hope you like this. You'll get to see the finished room at another time. But I absolutely love it. I really, really like it. Sometimes I think it's okay, and then sometimes I really, really love it. I love these little reindeer. I absolutely always love these little guys. I think they're really, really cute. And you'll see they're slightly different. Some have like green and white. Some have a red and blue, and they're really cute. And they're the way they're all incorporated. So anyway, that's basically it. Just wanted to say hi. Stop in to say my little elf has been working his little tail off. He's stressing because it's getting close. Because usually we try to have everything done by Thanksgiving. Don't always hit it, but a lot of times I think it's, but you're doing a lot more again, And again, when you don't do the same thing and you're trying to find things and put things into, that takes a little bit longer too. Because as I said to you before, I used to have a room that, like the bins, I would say living room, because my living room I used to do exactly the same way. Dining room exactly the same way. But this now became red, green, reindeer, snow. You know what I'm saying? We pack it a little bit different now. But again, as I said to you before, I don't mean to keep repeating myself. Hope you enjoy this, and wait till you see the finished room. It's absolutely adorable. And the other crazy thing is, our furniture gets moved. I just said to Joe, what happened to our little bar set that was here? He says, oh, it's in the garage. I was like, okay. There you go. And we had two, I don't know if you remember, but the chairs here, everything is so everything gets shipped out and back in again. So that's a lot of work. But again, please subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think about this tree. Let me know how cute that you have to absolutely love those. For $1, that's, again, absolutely adorable. And there's the other 8, so there's total of 9. And that's it. See you soon. Bye.